for questions after the screening. Join me, and Ari, the editor, is also here. There are so many people that made this film possible. 4 of the actresses are here.
Andrea and Nadine, please, thank you so much. Really, thank you. This wouldn't happen without them.
I wanted to make a celebratory story about Latinas. And a lot of really bad things happened as we were filming. And I think part of the appeal for me, and also for Ondine as an editor with the story, was that they, so many bad things happen, but there's always this sense of humor. And there's always this spirit of moving forward. I think, I definitely started off this conversation, and it makes sense with this film that this is, a story about Latinas, but I think it's also a story about following your dream.
First of all, I want to congratulate you. You all come across as beautiful, strong, resourceful. Where do you feel that we are on the road now, today?
And the UCLA, I don't actually know how to pronounce it, the Bunch Center came out with a diversity report. And they had a panel all about diversity in TV and film. And it was an amazing event. And the only thing that made me a little bit sad is that there weren't really very many Latinos in the audience. Things that people talked about at that panel was, until we see some consistency, until the numbers are good for several years, we can't stop the work. We can't stop thinking about it. We can't stop talking about it, and just kind of being aware. And so that's just something that I've been thinking about recently that I wanted to share with all of you.
Felicidades a todas ustedes, mujeres guerreras. Como mujeres, las aplaudo, las admiro. Y bueno, las vemos nosotros en este momento, pero hay miles de mujeres latinas que no nada más en esta profesión están peleando. Sin embargo, porque esto es una cosa que tenemos la oportunidad de que lo ven muchas personas, porque un caso es pequeñito, pero en este caso yo sí siento que tenemos que estar unidos, que el gran problema es que la voz no somos todos, no somos todas. Desgraciadamente, en muchas situaciones, en muchas cosas, yo veo que nosotros los latinos no somos unidos para la causa, pero sí vamos al fútbol, sí vamos a emborracharnos y sí vamos al chisme. Pero cuando se trata de causas verdaderamente que van a hacer el cambio para nuestra otra generación, no lo hacemos. Y me da mucha tristeza.
Not the complete voice. That we are not the complete voice, because there are women and people struggling with other areas as well, and they don't have a voice. So thank you for saying that.
And she also say that we don't support each other. The Latinos.
Especially women, instead of saying you're beautiful, I'm trying to, and I hear that, and I'm against that, because we don't have to be so, cabroncitas.
She's an actor, and I remember when we were discussing, even before the movie, this situation that not only actors go through, like
Hispanic or Latino agents or managers or studio execs. Those are the gatekeepers, those are really the guys who are like really holding us down.
We're better, a lot better.
But we need the writers.
Yes, one more comment I wanted to make as far as like where the market is growing. I feel strongly more than ever that I'm doing more and more general market and Hispanic. I just say it's 50-50. Bilingual, no accents. Okay, so I see how important that is to represent Mexican Americans.
Latinos are coming from everywhere, not only Mexico, everywhere, and you see so many people. They cross the border, and they don't do Latino, Hispanic characters. They can do anything.
Ay, porque este sea argentino representing a cubano or representing a Mexican.
We need to nurture the youth. We need to nurture them to write content.
They're not about Latinos crossing the border. I know we have time for those stories, but we have to tell our true stories. There's other stories to tell.
The representation of Hispanics has been mostly by Hispanics who are white.
It is right where it is. I wrote an article once about exactly that. I think it's the writing. The writing is basically male, young, and Anglo.
Yep.
That makes us a minority, and the possibility of actually coming out is very, very hard.
It's not about one race or one gender. It's just be a community and
That was Bold and the Beautiful.
Well, and under, by the way, I mean, I think it's important for us to mention, it is under a SAG contract, but I want you to know, the same hourly rate for the last 30 years.
Wow.
Okay?
No, wait.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. It's a little bit more now. It started at 10. Started at $10 an hour.
12, went to 15, and now it's 20,
25.
How much is the dubbing contract in English? Like for ADR? One day of ADR.
It's a full day scale of work.
Almost $845 in that. A day, but it can be one line.
And residuals. I love the
So it's 90% more, sometimes 96.
Right now it's changing a lot.
Who can you impress, inspire, encourage? We can all complain and be frustrated, but it's so much better when we can inspire one person, because you plant that seed and it goes on forever.
Maybe that's what we need to stay focused on. And thank you for being a role model to us all. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you, Andrea Meller, first of all, for reading that article in the New York Times. Basically, we have a dream. We're doing everything we can to attain it. Now I realize, though, our only limitations are any that we put on ourselves. How fortunate are we to have this opportunity that we have been waiting for? I don't know, did you watch the Oscars? Who won Best Director? Bravo, que viva México! So, anyway, I'm sorry I had to jump on that. I love you, David. Thank you.
And I'm very proud of all of you.
The version that you just saw is the PBS version. It's going to be on TV on April 24th on Voces.